Hello guys, welcome to our 30 days daily UI UX design challenge. My name is James Dominic and today is the first day of our design challenge. We'll be diving into the exciting world of furniture app design, and we will specifically be focusing on designing a captivating login page. So let's get started. Like I said in the video intro, that we are going to be designing a furniture app. Just imagine that you are designing for a furniture e-commerce platform that offers a wide range of stylish and unique pieces of furniture. Your goal is to design a login page that represents the brand's aesthetic and will motivate users to engage with the app. Now let's dive into the design process. Today I'll be sharing my screen as I walk you through the step-by-step process of how I designed my furniture app login page.
So, after making my research, I decided to name the furniture brand Redwood Furnitures and make their target audience to be international. So that means the brand will make products for both people that are in their country and people that are abroad or outside the country. Then I make the brand to specialize in designing interiors. The next stage was to define my scope and my user flow. So the first thing I did was to list out all the elements I'll be needing for this design. I listed the elements for the app's launch page, which is just the logo and some quotes. Then the elements for the welcome page, which includes the logo button and the sign up button. Then I listed the elements for the login page, which includes the email/username, the password, the login button, the forgot password link, an eye icon to indicate whether the password is visible or not, and a tick icon to indicate whether the user has inputted his details. I also listed elements for the wrong password page, which include the email/username, the password, the login button, wrong password link, forgot password link, eye icon, and tick icon. As my user flow diagram, it was just simple. Start from the launch page to the welcome page and then to the login page. But I later redesigned my user flow diagram, some more details to it. For this project, I decided to use a low fidelity wireframe. So I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Is it necessary to use a high fidelity wireframe, or do you need to combine both low fidelity wireframe and high fidelity wireframes together whenever you're designing any projects? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section. The next stage was my visual design. So I started by choosing the color scheme, and I chose 3 colors for this project. The first one is dark brown color with the color code BA6C and 25. The second one is a light yellow color, the color code FAE691, and the last color was a white color, which is FFFFFF. For my typography, my heading font was Baskerville, and my body font was Open Sans, and my accent font was Sacramento. I actually ended up using just 2 fonts, which is my heading font and my accent font. I used my accent font for quotes, then I used my heading font for other things. Since I was designing a furniture app that specialized in interior designs, I decided to use interior designs of houses, that is luxury interior designs of houses for this app design.
So guys, we are in Figma now. So I'm going to go ahead and rename this. Rename it Redwood furniture. Okay, then I'll go ahead and add the frame. Select this and select frame, and I'm going to be using iPhone 14 Pro Max. Okay, yeah, this is what we have here. So first of all, let me change this name to launch page. Okay, so this is what you have here. Then I'm going to add an element. Let me add a square. So I'll click on this, then draw a square. Okay, so this is what you have here. So I'm going to add a plugin to this shape we have here. So just right click on the shape, right click on the shape, click on plugin, then click on find more plugins. So I'm going to be using a plugin called Unsplash, which is a plugin for generating images. So I'll click on it. Just in case yours is not shown here, you can just search for Unsplash on the search menu. So I'll go ahead and run it. So this is it. Then since I'm designing a furniture app, I'm going to search for a picture related to furniture. So I'll just search for interior, click on enter. Then as you can see, we have different images of furnitures and interiors. So I'll just select this one here, then wait for it to load. Okay, so this is it. We have it there. Yeah, we have inserted our plugin. Now I'm going to reduce the opacity of this and change the color of this shape like earlier. So I'll click on this and make it black. Then I'm going to reduce the opacity to, let's say, like 80%. Let's make it 75%. Okay, so that's what you have now. Then next I'm going to place a logo into this frame. I'll click on this and click on place image. I'll search for the name of the logo, Redwood Lights. I'm going to be leaving the resources I used in this video in the description, so you can just go ahead and download it. So I'll click on open. I'm going to place it here so that I can adjust the size. So let's reduce the size to, okay, and make it 100 by, I want to make it 150 by 150. Okay, this is what you have. I'm going to drag it into my frame. Let's increase the size a little bit again. Okay, I'm going to increase the size, something like this. So we have the weight is 282 and the height is 196. Then I'll align it to middle, so, and to the center here like this. Next thing I'm going to do is to add a quote. I'm going to add a quote. So to add my quote, I'll click on this text icon, then click on this place to add my quotes. So I'm going to add a text to this. I'm going to add a quote, and to do that I'll click on my text too, then click on this. Let me zoom in. I'm going to type in creativity with comfort and every space tells a story. Okay, so that's it. Let me go and edit this stuff. Okay, let me zoom out again. Then I'm going to move this to this point here. I'm going to use a font called Sacramento. This. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to change the font size to 24. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Now let me adjust this like this and align it to the center. Okay, exactly. I'm going to bring it down like this. Make sure it aligns to the center. This one's not the padding. The left and right padding is 48. Then the top padding is 529. Okay, so that is it for our launch page. We are through with this. The next thing I'm going to create is our welcome page. So I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this. Control plus D to duplicate. Then I'll move this logo right. Sorry. I'm going to select this logo and move it upwards right to this point here. Okay. Align it to the edges of this. Then I'll move my code to. I'm going to delete the quotes and delete that out of that. We don't need it for now. Then I'm going to add a shape. I'm going to add a circle. So let's draw a circle. And let me add a gradient to this circle. First of all, I'll add it. I'm going to use the color code BE6C and 25. Okay, that's the color code I'm going to use. I'm going to add a gradient to it and put linear. Then let's change the position of this. And bring this one here and bring this one here like this. Sorry for that. Then I'm going to increase the shape size like this. Let me change direction of this gradient, so something like this. So this is what you have. Okay, then I'm going to move the shape upwards like this and increase the size. So we have something. Sorry for that. Okay, so this is what you have now. Just add a little bit and move it like this. So this is what I'm going to reduce opacity here to 80%. Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to reduce to 80%. Then I'm going to duplicate the shape again and move it backwards. So move it backwards and move it a little bit to the right like this. Okay, yeah, exactly. Once you reduce opacity of this one to 60%. Okay, exactly. I'm going to duplicate it again. Move it backwards one more time. Then I'll change the color code. So I'm going to copy the color of this our logo. Okay, so that is it exactly. Let's make this one transparent. So let's opposite of this one. Copy the same color code exactly. So now I'm gonna move this one. I'm gonna change, first of all, change the position of it. Okay, I'm gonna move it to the back like this. Okay, so we have something like this. Then I'll change opacity to 75. I'm going to change the direction too of this. Instead, I'm going to just click on this and reduce opacity to 0. I'll click on this and reduce opacity to 75 also. Okay. So now this is what we came up with. Okay, this is what we came up with. Okay, so this is what we came up with. Then I'm going to click on it and group it. So I'll select each of them and group them together. Ctrl plus G, or you can just right click and select group. And I'm going to name my group. Let's name it circle. Just name it circle like that. Okay, so that's it. And I will move this group to the back of the logo. So that logo can come front. I want to reduce the size of this. Let's go upwards like this. Okay, exactly. I'm going to be adding a drop shadow to this logo. Let me place this logo somewhere here like this. I'm going to add a drop shadow. Let's go to effect, click on add effects, select drop shadow. Then I will increase my X to 5 and my Y to 5. Okay, so this is what you have like this exactly. Then let me increase the blur radius to 10. Yeah, okay, and I'll reduce opacity to 20. Okay, yeah, that's what we want. I'm going to do the same for this logo too. Add effects, drop shadow, opacity to 20, increase my blur to 10, then my X to 5, my Y to 5. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is to add in my login button. So I'll go to my shapes and add a rectangle. So let me draw a rectangle. The width of my rectangle is going to be 315. And the height is going to be 73. So I'm going to make it 73 exactly. So let's align this to the center. I'm going to place it somewhere here. Okay, in case you want to know the pattern, my X pattern is 638. So I'm going to change the color of this too. Let's click on it. Okay, to brown, BE6025. Okay, then I'm going to increase the corner radius to 40. And let's make it smooth. So I'll click on this and make it 80%. Exactly. This is what I want. Then let's add the text into this login button. So I'll go ahead and click on the text tool. I'm going to click here and I'll type in log in. So I'm going to change this font to a font called Pascal View. So Pasker. So that's what we have here. Then I'll increase the size to make it 26. So this is what you have here. Pascal View. This is the font we have here. Login. Then I'll duplicate this. First of all, let's group this together. So I'll select this and select this. Ctrl G to group the naming. Include the name. Click on login button. Okay, so that's what we have there. Then I'm going to duplicate this group through D and move it downwards. Like this. Okay, so the pattern is 57 for the X, 57, and for the Y, 738. Then I'm going to select, I'll open this group from here and select the rectangle. Let's remove the fill from there and add a stroke. So that's all. So we can differentiate it. So my stroke, and I'm going to increase the stroke to 4. Exactly. So this is what we have. And let's change the text we have here. Double click on it. Then let's write create accounts. Create accounts. Okay, then we're gonna align it to the center like this. Let's not forget to align these two to the center. Exactly. So this is what we have. That is our login page. I'm going to rename this to welcome page. Exactly. Then let's duplicate this to create our login page. So I'll click on this and click on Ctrl D. Exactly. I'm gonna block out this group so that's when I have all this complex stuff here. And let's rename this to login page. Exactly. And move this a little bit to this side. Then I'm going to delete this create account button. Let's delete this because we don't need it here. I'm going to move this group downwards like this. Okay, so pattern, the Y pattern is going to be 738. And I'm going to align it to the center like this. Exactly. Let's reduce the size of this. I'm going to reduce the size of this too. Something like this. Exactly. Let me group these two together so it's easier to edit. So I'll click on this and click on this group. Then Ctrl G. Let's name it our circle. Exactly. So let me group reduce all of them together like this. Yeah. Okay. So what we have here. So the next thing I'm going to do is to create my text field. So first of all, let me insert a line, click on this and click on line, then just draw my line like this. Then I'm going to set the padding to align into the center. Okay, so increase the length a little bit. I'm going to set the length to 416. Then I'm going to align it to the center like this. So I'm going to change the color of this line to this dark brown, BE6C25. I'm going to increase the width of the line to 2. So this is what we have here. Then let's add a text. So I'll click on this, add a text to this place like this. I'm going to type in username slash email address. I'm going to reduce the font to 18. Okay, like this. Then I'll align it with my line like this. Okay, so just upward. The padding is 19. So let me change. Edit this to input your user name slash email address. Let me zoom in so I see what I'm doing. Okay, this is what we have. Let's align it with our line. The pattern is between the line and the top is 19. So now let's change the color of these two. Let's click on this and write B9, B9, and B9. Okay, so let me reduce the font size. Let me reduce font size to 14. 14 point like this, exactly. Move it to the right. Then I'll reduce the font size of these two. 14 points. Then move it like this. Okay. That's how it looks like. There's too much spacing, so let me move this downwards a little bit again. Move it downwards like this. Then move this downwards soon. So the padding between them is 10 and 10. Now let me group these three elements together. So I'll click on this, and click on the line. Then click on Ctrl G to group. Then let me select it. So user name. Exactly. Okay, so this is what we have. Remember, this is our inactive login page because the user has not inputted his details first. Let me edit this frame name to add inactive. Exactly. So the next thing I'm going to do is to duplicate this text field. Click on it and click on Ctrl D. Sorry. click on the text field like this. Now click on Ctrl D to duplicate it. Then I'll move it downwards like this. Okay, like this. Then I'm going to change the details in this text field like this. So let's double click on it. Let me zoom in so you see what I'm doing. I'm going to change this to password. So password, exactly. Then move this to this point like this. Then I'm going to come here and put input your password, exactly. I'll move this to this point too, like this. The pattern should be, pattern in between them is 10 10. So that's it. So I'm going to rename this text field. I'm going to rename this to password, exactly. So now we have created two text fields like this and our login button. So next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to add my forget. So I'm going to copy this text. Sorry, I'm going to duplicate it. Now bring it out of this place like this. Pattern should be 10. I'm going to add change it to forgot password. Forgot password like this. Okay, then I will change the color to, I'm going to change the color to this color here like this. Then I'm going to align the text exactly like this. So that is all in our login page, an active login page. So this is it. So what we have here. So now let's create our login page when the user is filling in these details. So let's click on this. Oh wait, before that, I'm going to add some icons here, like the eye icon here, to show that the user is. So let's duplicate this, or click on this and click on duplicate, exactly. So we now have 4 pages. I'm just going to change some things here. So let's go ahead. Then I'll double click on this and double click on this. Let me just type in any email. Let me type in my email at gmail.com. Now align this to this point right here. And with our text, and I'll do the same for the password. For here, I'll just use this asterisk to represent my password. So now move this to also to this point here, exactly. Then I'm going to add some icons. I'll add my eye icon here and its icon here to indicate that the user has inputted his email. So let's go ahead to my folders, click on this, click on place image, then I'm going to go to my local disks. Don't worry about all these resources, I'm going to leave the link for you in the description to download them. So I'll click on this, click on my icons, So I'm going to import an icon here, an eye icon, to indicate that the password is not visible, and the user can make it visible if he wants. So I'll go to my place images, and I'll go to my folder where I can look at that icons, then click on this eye icon here, and let me place it here, so I can just move it from here into my frame here, and place it downwards. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, so I'll leave it here. Let me change the field to change it to white like this. Exactly. Okay. So then, because that's it. Now add my tick icon to this part here. So let's go back to that place again. Place image. Then this is my tick icon. Place it here. Then move it. Exactly. So this is what we had here. This is what we have here. Let me edit this eye icon. The color of this eye icon. So let me make this one white. Then I'll make this one like this. I decide to turn out to be exactly. So this is what I want. So I've added my eye icon. So I'm going to rename this page to login page active. So this is our active login page. Then I will duplicate this again to create the login page where the password is going to be visible. So let me click on the frame, then duplicate. So let me zoom in. I'm only going to change two things here, which is the password and the eye icon. So let's click on the password first. Then my password. Okay. So as it's now align it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do something with this archive. I'm gonna add the line. Okay, so let me go ahead and add a line. Okay, exactly. Just draw it like this. Exactly, to cross the password. I'm going to make it white. So let me select the line and make it white. Exactly, let me increase the width a little bit and make the width to be, let me say 27. I know it's too long. Sorry, 27. Exactly, so this is what we have. So now I'm going to rename this to login page. Then let me change this to show password. So that's it. You have to read this. So that is my login page design. So I'm going to create one more. I'm going to add one more frame to create a login page where the password is wrong. I can also do it for the username, but I'll just leave it to do it for the password only. So I'm going to duplicate this frame. Click on the frame to duplicate. Ctrl+D. Then let's zoom in. So when it's showing wrong password, I'm going to remove this tick icon here, delete. So once you click your password and it's wrong, your page will reload and all the details you added will remove again. So you can post it again. So I'm going to just remove this password from here. Then I'll write wrong password in red color. Sorry, I'm just replace this one here. Wrong password. Exactly. So I'm going to align this. Exactly. Then let me change the field to red. So let me just move it like this. I'm going to change this line to red. So let's copy this color here. Then do the same for this forgot password. And also for this. So exactly. So we are through with this. Let's zoom out to see how it looks like. So this red line and red color indicates that the password is wrong. So that is it for. So to create my prototype, so this is it. After my page, after the welcome page, will be directed to the welcome page. So since we are creating just login page, I'm only going to link the login sites to each of these pages. So that just then. So now the prototype is going to be a simple one. So to do that, just click on prototype. Exactly. Then I'll click on this group. Let me zoom in. Just hold my mouse around here, you see a plus sign. So just click on it, then drag to the page where you want to connect it to. Then select the type of animation you want. Navigate. So I'm going to navigate to my login page. Then I'm selecting. I'm going to use instance. Exactly. So that's just it. My prototype. Since you're already designing login page, all these ones are okay. We name add one more prototype here. Okay, so that is just it. Since you're not doing a complex project, the reason I'm going to do is just to link my login page to this login page where the user are filling his details. And after filling in his details, let's assume that this page here, this frame here, is one that has the wrong password. So I'll just click on prototype. I'll click on this and then link it to my forgot password. Exactly. Instance. So then that's pretty much it. After everything, he will fill in his details again. So that is it. So after this, so to create my mockup, I'm gonna go to my plugins. Okay, so just search for mockup. Then we'll see different mockup options like clay mockup, 3D, angle mockups, and many other mockups. But I'm going to use this one, clay mockup 3D. What I'm going to run it. Let's wait for it to load. Okay, exactly. This is our mockup.
So to use the mockup, all you have to do is simply click on the frame you want to mock up and it will appear on the mockup. So let's wait for it to load. As you can see, our mockup has appeared.
You You can change the settings around this place. Let's say, let me choose another device model. You can change any device you want here. The color of the frame, let me see.
So after adjusting your settings, just go ahead and save image. Now I'm going to create mockups for 2 more screens. So let me fast forward it. Finally, our login page for our furniture app is completed.
Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more design challenges and tutorials like this one. Stay tuned for tomorrow's prompt, where we'll be exploring another fascinating aspect of UI UX design. And also, if you want to join this design challenge, I'm going to leave the link to the WhatsApp group in the description, so just go ahead and join the WhatsApp group. Keep designing, and I'll see you in my next video.